Most of the time, people assume that the bully is just bad, when actually the bully was bullied. So they become a victim, and a lot of times they just need to talk to somebody and really share their feelings instead of always being yelled at.
So I don't really understand why people are mean, because it takes so much more energy to be negative than it does to just say something nice to someone or to compliment them. And that could make their day instead of just making them feel upset.
I feel it just has no place in the society, and we should do our best to take a stand against it, and I just want it gone forever.
Bullying's just wrong. I mean, it's a part of every kid's life growing up in an elementary school or middle school. So overall, it's just a horrible thing, and I wish it would end.
It's wrong that people get to bully kids, and not many of the kids
And it leads to kids killing themselves. I think it's wrong that we the students should do something about it.
Oh, what do you?
I think that's really wrong, and kids should pay attention to it and tell an adult or just interfere.
I'm going to stand up against bullying because I got bullied when I was little and I didn't like it at all.
I want to help out the victims that feel like they don't have a voice, and I want to be that person that at the end of the day makes someone smile, so that maybe even if they heard something mean 100 times, I'll be that one that they take into consideration and don't resort to suicide or self-harm.
How do you feel?
I want to take a stand against bullying because for the last couple of years there have been horrible reactions to it, such as suicide, cutting, and mental issues, and so on and so.
I think I'm just disgusted by it and that it happens, but it has a real effect on people, and I want it to stop.
Put a stop to it. To have kids start paying attention to it and stop.
Tell everyone and be an upstander.
I personally have talked to people through hard times when they're saying that they feel really lonely and that they're being picked on, and I want to be there for them and tell them advice and help them get through tough times. And even when someone doesn't come up to me personally, I say kind things to people so that they can go home and at the end of the day think that they are appreciated.
Socially accepted behavior. Bullying is a learned behavior. Behaviors can be changed. You're a teenage survivor.
I think bullying is one of the worst things that could happen to a school climate. The one thing that you don't want to have happen at your school is for students to come to school and feel unsafe, and because then they're not able to learn. And so anything school can do to eliminate that is probably of the top priority.
Horrible. I think everybody should just be nice to each other. If everybody was nice to each other, we wouldn't have any issues. People could live in harmony. Things would be good. Bullying is probably one of the worst things that could possibly be existing in the world today.
I'm very concerned and I'm very worried because bullying is a very negative force that tends to put down students or grown-ups. And I believe that bullying needs to be stopped. I believe that Pride Patrol is a step in the right direction because it gives the students the tools they need, not only to help one another stop bullying, but it also gives the students a voice to express themselves, to defend themselves, to stand out and say, this is wrong, it needs to stop. Bullying is wrong. There's no need for it.
I think bullying is a bad thing, but I think it's very hard for a teacher to stop because a lot of times we don't see it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's very, very hard for a teacher to see what's going on in the classroom and really know that it's happening. It's way back when I was in school, it was a problem. It's always going to be a problem. But I think this is a good beginning to start. make it go away, hopefully.
I think right now it's become kind of an epidemic, throughout the country and probably even worldwide. But I think that it has gotten a lot of attention, currently. But I think it's been a problem for a long time. It's been a long time. It's continuing.
I think I've seen a huge change in our school in the last 3 years since we've had Pride Patrol. Any real change has to come from the kids. It's the peer influences that matter most in middle school, so I think that the Pride Patrol has made a huge difference.
I think it's definitely helped the kids be a lot more aware of what type of bullying is out there. I think there's a lot of things that kids probably didn't think was bullying, and after really getting involved in Pride Patrol, they realized that some of the things that they used to do was actually bullying. So it kind of it brought an awareness to the students.
Pride Patrol has affected the students and faculty of Woodrow Wilson in a very positive and special manner. I have been able to see my students respect each other more, be kind to one another more, and that makes for a healthier building, for a healthier learning environment. Pride Patrol has had a very strong positive effect, not only on the students, but on the faculty, and I hope on the community of Middletown as a whole.
Well, I think it's reduced the amount of bullying. I think kids think twice before they bully another student. And I've seen students who have come up, or they've come to me, and they've said, they've seen or observed something. And that's pretty good, because that's the part as a teacher that we don't see. We don't get it. And to have someone come up and let us know, and then we can react.
We've made terrific strides. I think that we have a lot of awareness now. I think that with Pride Patrol members kind of being advocates for people that are being mistreated, I think it's terrific. Are we 100% there? No. Anytime that you're dealing with 660 teenagers, and because of what's going on in society, things that are going on certainly with the electronic media, so we're competing with those things. So you're always going to have situations, and sometimes you're going to have conflict. The question is, how is it dealt with? And I think by empowering the students, that is where the real solution is.
I would join it for a few reasons. One, I think if you believe in something, you have to stand up for it. And I also think that the more students get involved in school, the more ownership they take for the school, and the better off they do in the school.
Of course I would. Standing up for people that might have a hard time standing up for themselves is definitely something that I believe in. And being nice to people is definitely part of my whole, being part of being a teacher. So definitely awesome. Pride Patrol all the way.
If I were in Woodrow Wilson, yes. If I were a student in 8th grade, I believe that being kind and respectful and polite to the young men and women in my classroom is important. As a grown-up, I feel that way. If I were a student in 8th grade, I will feel exactly the same way. I will join Pride Patrol because it is an opportunity for me to help the people around me.
I definitely would, yeah, because I think I would be in the category of bystander, and I would want to get up to be the upstander.
Yeah, absolutely. I would.
Absolutely. I think it's a real connect to what's going on. I think it's real life skills, and like I said, I think it's really great to have the opportunity in your life to actually choose to be a hero for someone. Sometimes heroic things just happen to you, and I think as a member of the Pride Patrol now you get to choose to be a hero, which I think is great.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you are. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'd like to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.